Yeah, so this is the distillation of lavender we're doing today here at SunHawk Farms. And this is what's really going on. There's many things going on, but on the physical level, I would say that the plant material is inside this flask with the water, with the natural spring water from the farm that we filled into it. And we introduced a flame underneath it. So there's burners underneath this flask that are gently heating up the water, bringing it to a slow boil, and then releasing the volatile and aromatic components of the plant with the steam, which then rises into this cold finger condenser. So if you could touch here, you would see that it's actually ice cold. It's around 5 degrees centigrade, this condenser. And the steam rises on the inside, and because it's in this ice cold chamber, it condenses very quickly. Once it condenses, it runs down on the inside chamber, collects down here, runs down through this takeoff, we call it, and collects in the squib funnel. And down here you can see we're a few hours into the distillation. You can see the hydrosol and the essential oil separating naturally inside the squib funnel. Now on a more deeper level, to us as distillers, there's other things going on also. To us, this is not really heat, but passion. You know, more poetically speaking, this is really a process of death and rebirth. And what's happening in that way is that passion is heating up the distillation vessel, which, you know, I relate that to my life also. Sometimes the passion of life distills me in a certain way. And when it comes up to temperature, when there's enough heat or passion in my life, I basically distill, or I become volatile almost. I don't know what's happening. You know, I become in between states, and that's exactly what the steam state is. So this process really separates the soul of the plant from the body of the plant. And you could say it's a death and rebirth in the way that the body must die in this process for the soul component to be released, and for the birth of the soul component, for the essence to be released. Then when it rises up into the condenser, it's really, you know, I think of the condenser, the ice cold chamber, as love. And you know, that brings me back to this earth. That brings me back to this physical sphere. And then of course, coming down here and collecting is the soul of the plant, the life force of the plant. And naturally, the hydrosol and the essential oil component, they both have the life force of the plant in it, and are both very valuable, you know, to use in different applications. You know, beverages, perfumery, aromatherapy, all kinds of things you can do with it, personal cosmetics. But we, as distillers, as artistic distillers, like to use it to basically bring ourselves back to who we are. You know, it's a way for us to know and get to know who we are on deeper levels. And the nature, to me, and these plants are there to help remind me of that. I'm checking the hydrosol, and I will be doing that throughout this whole distillation. So it's a beautiful oil already. It's very clear and a good yield already. So I'm checking the fragrance, the odor profile, which is very sweet. So in this first part of the distillation, the top notes of the plant, of the fragrant plant components are being released, and it's a very sweet smell. Yeah, so I'm checking that, and as we go along in the distillation, there'll be different components of the plant released. And at a certain point, and that's really an intuitive process for me, I will know when to turn them off. There will be a certain point when there will be no more life force added to the essence. where all the life force will have left the plant, and I could still keep going and possibly get some more hydrosol, but it will actually water down and diminish the life force present in the essence here. And again, both of these contain the full life force of the plant material. And like I said before, at a certain point, if I keep the distillation going on longer, the life force will actually be diminished. I'll water this down and I stop at that point. I stop the distillation at that point.